Welcome, everyone. It's Thursday, 16th of September. Thanks for joining today. We're going to be working with the tennis ball just after the breathing exercises. However, if you don't have a tennis ball, it's not a big deal. We'll use our thumbs. But what we will be massaging are the feet and the calf muscles. And the calf muscles, we will use our thumbs as well. And working on this part of the body can be very interesting for standing postures. So we're going to do a little bit more standing postures in this practice than usual. So just a little bit longer than usual. Okay, let's sit nice and tall. Back is curved. You can sit up on a pillow, a small chair, or you could sit on the floor if you're comfortable. I prefer that you have your hips lifted up higher than your knees so that you have a nice curve in your low back. And to start, we're going to do a short massage of the waist. So I'm just backing up I have a little meditation chair. I'm just backing up a bit. I want you to set your hands around your waist and breathe naturally, normally, and pull the tissues of the waist forward towards the belly button. You can take your thumbs and bring the tissues around and forward. This is going to create some more curve in the back, as well as releasing one of the very big fascial points at your low back. So that fascial point is going to be good to help the back to be stronger, to release tension in the back, all the way up to the neck, in fact. Because we have these residual points that if we have tension there, it can affect different parts of the body. So just grab a hold and pull forward a few more times around the waist towards the belly button. And once more. And then relax with your hands on your thighs, shoulders wide, chin level to the floor. Good. Close your eyes for a moment. And just take some deep, slow breaths, noticing how you're breathing, how you're feeling as you're breathing. Notice how deeply you're breathing. And noticing all of this, it's going to help as well to make a connection between your breath and your emotions or your thoughts. So just practicing making this connection can actually help to make the connection stronger and more evident. Because sometimes it's talked about that our breath can affect our emotions and vice versa. And when you recognize this connection, you work on it a little bit more, you can actually begin controlling it. So at times, if you feel stressed, you can slow your breath down, deepen your breath, and you can literally feel the stress levels lowering. Keep the jaw relaxed. If possible, keep your tongue in what I call home position. So this is the position where it curves and touches the roof of your mouth, your upper palate, and touches as well the backs of the teeth, tip of the tongue to the backs of the teeth. Home position. And now gently open your eyes. Very nice. The next breath is the same breath that we practiced on Monday. And it's a breath where we'll make the belly move with the breath, then we'll get the chest to move, and then the very upper part of the body to move. So to start, place both hands at the belly. Okay. And I want you to see if you can breathe in and out and allow the belly to move without moving the chest. So simple breaths in and out. And The movement should stop at around the rib cage, just the lower part of the ribs. Okay, see if you can just move your belly. And to that, we'll add on a little concept, and that is bringing the breath to start from the back and move to the front. So what do I mean by this? Is that when you've got your hands at your belly, feel as if the belly, it fills up from the back to the front as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, it releases from the front to the back. Okay, so you breathe in, it opens up back to front, and you breathe out, it releases inwards, front to back. Now we'll add on to this and do just the chest. So when I mean the chest, it's going to be from the lower ribs up to just above the bra line, just above the bra line. So from here to here, see if you can move that part. And in order to feel that, let's set our hands just below the chest, just below the bra line, and grab a hold of the ribs and expand as you breathe in and contract as you breathe out. Now, doing it this way without moving the belly takes a little bit of control. Now, of course, it's not going to be difficult muscular contraction, but it's going to be some muscular control. So have the belly lightly contracted and breathe in and out of those ribs. And once you've got that muscular control, see if you can bring the breath from back to front as you breathe in and front to back as you breathe out. Good. One more time. Excellent. Now just place one hand on your chest, just on the sternum at the very top part of your chest. Now we're going to see if we can breathe only from that area, the upper chest, the upper part of the body. Okay. Claire, did you have a question? You raised your hand? No? Okay. So now we'll breathe in and we'll raise, the chest will lift. You can get the breath, your lungs actually go up underneath your shoulders, all the way underneath your shoulders. So you can get that part to rise as you breathe in and descend as you breathe out. See if you can gently pull the belly in. So we're no longer breathing from the belly. It's just an upper chest breath. See as well as if you can stop the ribs from moving. It's very difficult. Those ribs shouldn't expand. It's really going to be in the upper chest. And once you get that muscular control, it's very subtle, but there is a lot of control going on. See if you can get the breath going from back to front and then front to back. It's okay, Claire. If it raises the hand again, we'll just leave it. I know that, and by the way, if anybody ever does have a question, you can raise your hand to ask a question. There's no problem. Good. Now, we'll do all three sections. So the lower belly, the mid chest, and the upper chest. Ready? You can place your hands down, close your eyes, and see if you can get all three going. So it's a deep breath. All three, belly, mid chest, upper chest, as you breathe in, and everything releases backwards as you breathe out. So imagine that the breath is coming from the back body going forward, and the breath out is going from the front body back. Doing it this way really gets the back of the body involved in breath. Many times people just think about breathing in and they think about their front body breathing in and opening up. But it's actually, it starts also from the back. So you expand the back and the front. Trying to get the full capacity of the lungs and all of the breathing muscles working together. That's excellent. One more of those deep breaths. Very good. If you have your eyes closed, open your eyes now. And let's just relax for a moment and turn our heads from side to side. Look over each shoulder. Get a nice turn of the head, working the muscles of the neck, which I've mentioned before, directly connects to our vestibular system, which is above the ears. And then bring your head back to center and we'll do some nodding of the head. Lift your chin, go as far as is comfortable, and then lower your chin to your chest. Lifting, looking skyward, and lowering, looking towards the floor. Do this a few more times. Lifting and lowering. Once more, keep the shoulders level and strong. Very good. Okay. From here, if you're sitting on the floor, come around onto all fours, please. We'll all get onto all fours. If you're on a chair, we'll just stand and come over to our mats. If you're standing, bring your hands down in an open squat, walk them forward until you're on all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Take a deep breath in, curl your spine. And from the curling, bring your head to the right, look at your right hip. Come back to center. We'll breathe in again, keep the curl, and then look at your left hip. You can let your left hip go out to the side. Breathing out, come back to center. Breathe in, breathe out, look at your right hip. Back to center, breathe in. Breathe out, look at your left. So we're not rounding our spine yet. We're just moving the head along with the hips. Breathe in, breathe out, head and hip. Breathing in, breathing out, head and hip. Once more each side, breathing in. So we're really getting into the vestibular system, which is responsible for our balance. We're working it a little bit more today because we're going to be doing more standing postures with balance. So this is important. Come back to center. And this time, let's breathe in, round the spine, look to your belly button, breathing out. Breathing in, we'll curl again, look skyward. Breathing out, rounding. 3 more times. Breathing in, breathing out. Once more, breathe in and breathe out. Coming back to a flat back. Now, for those of you who do not have a tennis ball, come to sitting on the mat. You can use a block and take your right foot, bringing your fingers into the bottom of the right foot, just like this, and you'll curl the right foot inwards, like you're making a little taco with your foot, okay? You bring your fingers to the center and you'll curl the outer edges of your foot in. For those of you who do have a tennis ball, you're still on your hands and knees. I want you to tuck your toes under, lift up onto your feet, walking the hands back, one hand at a time on the thighs, lift all the way up to standing. Take your tennis ball, place it underneath the right foot. So everybody working with the right foot. And we'll roll up and down. If you're on the floor massaging your foot, we just curl like the edges of your foot inward, like a little taco. Now, the reason why we do that is that's the way the fascia work in the foot. So when you work them inwards, there's actually a really nice point just below the ball of the foot which is called the bubbling brook, or the bubbling stream in Chinese medicine. And it is a very central part of the foot that is important to massage every once in a while to keep the health of the feet. Now let's place the tennis ball just at that spot, at the bubbling brook, or it's also called the K1, and press down. So if you're massaging with your hands, get your fingers just underneath the ball of the foot and push inwards, okay? Getting this arch and this curve properly set on the foot helps with all sorts of issues in the foot, the ankle, the knees, the hips. It can also help in the back and the neck. Because if we don't keep that arch and that arch falls away, we can get misalignment in the body. Okay, so just press on that with your foot. Good. All right, let's release. For a moment, what I like to do after this is just stand with our feet apart and just notice the difference between the right foot and the left foot. If you're sitting massaging, Maria, if you're on the floor sitting massaging, just relax your feet and notice the sensation, difference in the right foot and the left. Let's do the left foot now. If you got the tennis ball, we roll up and down to start. If you're working with your fingers, just curl in like you're making a little foot taco, kind of nice. Wonderful, very good. This feels super good for me. All right, now get the ball just at that K1, underneath the ball of the foot, at the pad. So underneath that padded, or what they like to call the paw of the foot, and press in so that the ball pushes up, makes an arch. If you're massaging with your fingers, same thing. Get your fingers in there and press in. That's the bubbling brook, and that's the K1. You want to get that arch back, get those bones arching, get also the fascia arching against the ball or against the fingers. Beautiful. Okay. And let's step off the ball and just notice the sensation. Okay. If you are on the floor, stay on the floor. If you are standing, turn to one side of your mat. We're going to separate our feet, bend the knees, bring your hands to the floor, and we're going to get onto our hands and knees again. Then from here, come to a seated position. If you have a block nearby, that's great. And place your right foot down in front of you. Now we're all going to use our hands for the calf muscle. So taking your hands and using your thumbs, I want you to stick it at the back of the calf of the right leg. So if I turn to the side, you'll see I'm sticking my thumbs at the back of the calf. I'm going to grab around the calf and I'll pull the tissues around and forward towards the bone. So I'm going to work up and down the calf. Just put your thumbs in there and pull it around until you get down to the ankle, and then we'll work back up again. Again, these are muscles that can get tight, especially if you are standing for a long period of time, or if you go for walks or hikes. And of course, even misuse can tighten them up. And you can get little trigger points in these muscles. Working up and down, bring the hands around. Good. Should feel pretty good. Releasing any trigger points in these muscles. And then I'd like you to take your left fist and just stick it right into the back of the calf and push towards the bone. Push in and make some little circles. Typically, you might be able to feel like, oh, there's a little sensitive spot. Make a little circle and work on that sensitive spot to release it. Just doing these small massages can help release those tensions, and the muscles will work better, which means that your joints will benefit. Okay? The knee joint, the ankle joint, all the joint in the foot, and as well as in the hip. Good. Let's change sides. So bring your left leg in front of you, and we take the thumb and we put it right in the center, and we pull the tissues around to the front. Okay. What I like to do is I like to set my thumbs using the side of the thumbs rather than opening thumbs pulling this way. I like to use the side of the thumbs and push forward until my two thumbs touch each other in front. So that's a good way to massage it. Move up and down the leg a few times. And by the way, I mentioned this in the chat, but if anyone is interested in joining next Wednesday night, I'm going to be doing a class to be able to self-massage the whole body. And it's really fabulous. It's a really wonderful thing to do for yourself every now and again, because also you feel exactly the points, the trigger points that you need to work on. And typically they're related to different joints. So if you have any joint issues, that's really going to help to release some joint issues. Okay. Once you've done that, let's make a fist now with the right hand. So this is your left leg. Make a fist with the right hand. Place it right at the center of the calf and push in there. And by the way, these self massages, it's also a bit of an exercise, isn't it? Because I'm working my shoulder and my arm here, just massaging my own calf muscles. It's quite interesting. If you feel a trigger point, a little point where the spindles, the muscle spindles are tight, I'm going to work on a little bit more. Good. Okay. Excellent. Relax. Place the tennis ball to the side if you have it. Place the block or a pillow to the side. Come back up onto the hands and knees. Now that we've worked both the foot and the calf, we're going to give it a little stretch. So you should be feeling the calf and the foot. Should feel quite nice right now. Let's bring our right foot behind us, tuck the toes under. And we're going to push into the heel. So we hold the stretch. You may feel the stretch stronger than usual in your calf muscle. And you should feel that, wow, you can really get a nice, even stretch on both sides of the calf muscle, right and left side of the back, as well as in the foot and in the fascia. Good. Coming back, raise the foot, raising the leg, and make a circle with the foot and the ankle. Keeping your head up, let's change the direction of the circle. And then we'll release, we'll bring the knee back down. Changing legs. Bring the left leg behind you, tucking the toes under. Let's press the heel back and look for that stretch in the calf, the Achilles tendon. For me, when I'm doing it now after the myofascial massage, I feel it much, much deeper into the muscle. Typically, if I do it without the massage, it seems like it's a little bit superficial. Here, it's like, wow. I've gotten a big stretching action into my calf and into my foot. Now raise the leg behind you, make a big circle with the foot, and change the direction. Good, let's bring the knee back down. Set your knees a little bit wider than hip width. Begin curling your spine, lifting the chest. And we'll begin bouncing back and forth very gently on the knees. If you have any knee issues, maybe you want to go less far. If your knees are okay, you can go far back, keeping the back curled, keeping the hips lifted. The glutes are lifting here. Okay, let's raise our right knee, bring the right foot down on the floor so the knee points out to the side. The hips again are curled. Reach your right arm out in front of you and bounce back and forth a few times, feeling the stretch down the right-hand side of the body. Beautiful, very nice. I can see you all bouncing from here, that's good. We'll bring the right hand back down and let's stretch the right leg out to the side, bringing the foot down, getting into the inner thigh. Let's press back and forth again. Inner thigh stretching. Head is lifted. All right, now we'll bring the knee back down and we'll change sides. Left knee comes up, set the foot down so the knee points out to your left. diagonally out to the left. Reach your left arm out in front of you, fingertips on the floor, back is curved, and let's press back and forth. Little bounces, and you're looking forward. 3, 2, 1. Bring the hand back down. Left leg stretches out to the side, toes point forward, and we bounce back and forth, getting some of the inner thigh stretching out. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's bring the knee back down. Staying here with your hands a little bit farther forward than the shoulders. Let's tuck the toes under and look for crouching cat. Hips lift, back curves, chest pulls forward, head is lifted. And really find that stretch through the belly. The belly is long and strong. And let's bounce back and forth. The knees open wide, back and forth. Head lifted. 3, 2, 1. Open your feet now. Walking your hands back. Hands come up onto the thighs. Lift the chest, pressing into the thighs with the hands. Shoulders open, chest lifts, head lifts. Everything's curved at the low back. Then we'll rise up a little bit higher, raising the arms up. From here, I want you to bring your hands just above your ears. Elbows point forward, chest lifts. Bounce down and up, little movements, down and up. And it's an open squat, so the hips move back. 3, 2, 1. Stay down low and lean to your right. The elbows point forward. Lean over, hold it here, hips moving back. Especially the right hip. When we lean over, we have a tendency to want to push our right knee forward. Keep it back. Rise back up. Change. Left knee goes forward. Sorry, the left knee stays back. You go over to the left. Keep both knees bending, hips back. Looking forward. 3, 2, 1. Come back up to center. Stretching your arms and come up to standing. Nice. Step your feet in and step your feet forward to the front edge of your mat. Feet will stay hip width apart. Knees are soft. Hips are back. The belly is long, chest lifted, shoulders open, arms straight by your side. So this is your perfect posture. Look for length, lots of length, little bit of bend in the knee, hips back so that the low back is engaged and the belly is long and strong. Hands come to your heart center. All right, let's get ready to move. Take a deep breath in, rise up. As you breathe out, bend your elbows, bend your knees, get yourself moving down until your hands come to the floor. Step back to a plank position. Lift your head, open the shoulders, and hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Lower your knees down. Open your hands wider than your mat. You can lift your feet up if you want to come off your kneecaps, okay? For some of you, that's good. Let's do a push-up and move all the way down to the floor. Point the toes, hands come under your shoulders, open wide the shoulders, rise to a little cobra, stay there, and twist to look at your right foot. Coming back to center, come back down. Push up onto the hands and knees, tucking the toes, coming into either a down dog or a crouching cat. Turn your toes and knees to the right. Lift the palm of your right hand. Let your head drop towards your left shoulder. And we're going to bounce here down. 3, 2, 1. Bring your feet forward. Bring the right hand back down. And begin taking tiny steps forward until you reach the front edge of your mat. Hips back, hands to the thighs. Lift the chest. Coming into that deep squat. Arms by your ears. And rise to standing, hands to the heart center. Stretch your arms by your side, straightening at the elbows, perfect posture. So this also helps to engage the triceps when we straighten the arms. See if you can make sure to do that. Lift your chin, then the hands come back to the heart center. And let's go again. Same thing, deep breath in, rise. Breathe out, elbows come to knees, and then hands to floor. Step back to a plank position. Lift your chin and hold it here. 3, 2, 1. The knees will come down. Feet can come up. Open your hands and let's go for 1 push-up. All the way down now. Pointing your toes, hands under the shoulders. Rise to a cobra. Look over your left shoulder. Back to center. Chest comes back down. Up onto the hands and knees. Taking crouching cat or down dog. Turn your knees and toes to the left. Left palm comes up. Let your head rest towards your right shoulder and bounce here. 3, 2, 1. Turning back forward, palm comes down. Stepping your feet forward. Your palms lift as you step forward. Hands to your thighs, come up to the chair. Arms by your ears. And all the way up to standing, hands to the heart center. And then perfect posture, arms straight, knees soft, shoulders open. And we'll go again a little bit faster now. Hands to your heart center, get ready. Deep breath in, rise up. Breathing out, elbows to knees. Step back and hold your plank. Get your head up. Excellent, hold it. 3, good. 2, very nice. 1, bring your knees down, open your hands. This time, let's do 2 push-ups. Down and up. 2 push-ups, and again, down and up. Excellent. All the way down. Hands come under the shoulders. Rise to a cobra. Look over your right shoulder. Excellent, Maria. Nice. Come back to center. Chest comes down. Down dog or crouching cat. Turn your knees and toes to the right. Yes, lift up the palm of your right hand. Let your head rest towards your left shoulder. And here we go, bounce it. 3, 2, beautiful. 1, turn everything back front and center. Hand comes down and start stepping forward till you get the front edge of your mat. Excellent, knees bend low, hands to the thighs. Good, Ivana, arms by your ears. Yes, come all the way up to standing. Excellent, Claire. Hands to your heart center, and then let's see you straighten your arms by your sides so that the triceps are engaged. Hands to the heart center again. Rise up, breathing in, let's go. Breathe out, fold it forward. Keep breathing normally, step back to a plank position. Hold it here, head is up, head is lifted, good. 3, 2, 1, good. Knees come down, feet come up. Do 2 push-ups now. 1, excellent, Evelyn. Excellent, second, Evelyn. All the way down, point your toes, cobra, and look over your left shoulder now. Left shoulder, yes. Come back to center and tuck the toes and push back to down dog or crouching cat. Wonderful, knees turn to the left. Raise up the left palm of the hand and bounce it. 3, 2, 1, looking forward. Bring everything front and center and stepping forward. Getting to a chair position. Yes. And all the way up to standing, hands to the heart center. Now straighten the arms by your sides. Bring the hands back to the heart center. A little bit faster. Let's go. Deep breath in. Breathing out. Let's fold. Stepping back to the plank. Hold the plank. 3. Head up. 2, 1. Bring your knees down. This time 3 push-ups. Go for it. 3, 2, you can skip them if you want to. 1, all the way down, come up to cobra, look over your right shoulder. Back to center, push back to down dog or crouching cat. Yes, turn the toes to the right. Right palm of the hand lifts up and bounce it. 3, 2, 1, great. Back to front and center, step or jump forward if you want to jump. Good, Evelyn. Oh, wow, coming up to a chair position. All the way up to standing, hands to the heart center, arms by your side, stretch for the triceps, Hands to the heart center, last round. Let's go. Deep breath in, breathing out, fold it right down and forward. Good. Step back to plank. We hold it. 3, 2, 1. Knees come down. Open the hands and do those push-ups. 3, 2, beautiful. 1, all the way down. Bring your hands back in. Come up to cobra. Look over your left shoulder. Back to center. Push back to down dog or crouching cat. Knees turn to the left. Left hand comes up and we bounce it. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Back to front and center. You can step or jump forward, whichever you wish. Yeah, get it all the way forward. Hands to the thighs, coming into chair. Excellent. Hands to the heart center. Good. Stretch your arms by your sides to get the triceps. Perfect. Setting your hands again to your heart center. Bend your knees. Let the hips come back. Here we go for the part where we're going to be working the balance. Raise your right knee up in front of you. So get into your left foot and feel like your left foot becomes a suction cup. It sucks into the floor. It pulls up its arches. Its toes are pressing down into the floor. Okay. From here, we're going to lean forward and raise the right leg behind us. Then stretch your arms behind you so the knees stay bent. This is important also for the glutes of the right leg. Lift your chest, get the arch in the back. Now we're going to press the right foot up higher. Press it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back up to standing, hands come back to the heart center. Bend your knees, both knees bent. Left leg lifts. Now get the suction cup of the right foot into the floor. It's like a little octopus, holding on to the floor. Feel your arches rising. Setting your gaze at one point beyond you. Another deep breath in. And let's lean forward, bringing the leg behind us. And both knees are bent. Lift your eyes, lift your chest away from your hips. Stretch your arms by your sides. Completely stretch to get those triceps and the back deltoids. Here we go. Press the leg up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way up to standing. Hands again to the heart center. Bend the knees. Right leg crossed over the left. Now the knee points more upwards than to the side. So lift. Creates a lift of the hips and the glutes. Keep the hips back. Keep the back curved. Grab a hold of your elbows. Pull against the elbows so that you feel like you're going to pull your arms apart. Feel your shoulders widening. Neck lifting away from the shoulders. Twist to your right. Go as far as possible. Head turns as well. Keep pulling the elbows apart. Keep the hips moving back. Feel the suction cup of the left foot. 3, 2, 1. Unwind and release. Arms by your sides this time. Whew, good job. Hands to your heart center. Notice as well the work in the calf. Bend your knees, crossing the left ankle over the right thigh. The knee is pointing more upwards than out to the side. Grab your elbows again, this time switching the arms. If you had your right arm on top of your left, this time left on top of the right. Pull your arms apart. Feel the shoulders widening, neck lifting. Twist to your left this time. Turn your head, turn your gaze. Stay here and hold. 3, 2, 1. Unwinding. Whew. And releasing. Arms by your sides. Ay, ay, ay. Good job. If you have a pillow or a block nearby, place it now in front of you at the highest position possible. Okay, highest position possible. If it's a pillow, maybe you want to take 2 and pile them on the floor. Again, bend your knees. Hands to your heart center. Let's get ready for this one. We lift the right knee again. We'll fold forward again, lifting the leg behind us. Look at your block, place it a little bit to the left and place your left hand on it. Right hand to the heart center. Now turn open, the right knee stays bent. So you'll turn open in like a half moon pose with the right knee bent. Set your right hand onto the right knee. Holding, gaze at the floor. 3, 2, 1. Replace the right foot on the floor, bend both knees, lift up to a little squat position. Hold it here, and then rise to standing. Good, this is a challenging one. Hands come back to the heart center. Bend the knees, raise your left leg. Folding it forward as you lift the left leg behind you. Set your block to the right-hand side of your mat. Right hand on top. Left hand to the heart center. Getting ready. Bring your left leg out to the side. Once you're there, left hand on top of the knee. And you hold it there. Gaze at the floor. 3, 2, 1. Foot comes down. Hands come to the thighs, coming up into the chair position, and all the way up to standing. Good job. Last round. Hands to your hips. Bend both knees. Once again, the hips move back. Chest lifts, belly is long. Right foot on top of the left thigh. Infinity pose. Palms together. Thumbs to the crown of the head, elbows point forward. Lift the chin, lift the elbows, lift the chest. Go back a little bit, set your gaze upwards and holding. Remember the suction cup in the left foot, pull it in, pull the arches up. And we release. Good job. Left foot on top of the right thigh. Hips move back. Knees point up. Palms together. Thumbs to the crown of the head. Elbows point forward and then up as you lift your chin. Curving the back. Infinity pose. Feel the lift up through the belly as well. 2 and 1. Release. Good job, everyone. Very nice. Take a big step to the front edge of your mat. Hands to your heart center. Deep breath in, rise up. Elbows to knees. And step back to a plank position. Good. Plank position, lift your head. If you need to, you could bring your knees to the floor. Open your shoulders nice and wide. Raise your right leg up. Bring it out to the side. Bring it back and to the floor. Other side, left leg goes up. Out to the side. Bring it back and to the floor. Right leg again, raise it. Out to the side, that's it. Back and to the floor. Left leg, again, raise it. Keep your hips down, out to the side. Back and to the floor. Good. Make sure you're not in down dog. That's right. Left leg up, out to the side, back and down. Good job. One more time, right leg. Lift, out to the side, back again. Good job. All the way down. Hold on to it last time. Lift, out to the side. Back again. Gosh, you guys are good. And down, knees come down, take a child's pose. Bravo. I know that wasn't easy. Well done, everyone. Open your knees in child's pose. Yeah. Maria, have your knees wide. Yes, much better for the knees. Good. Deep breaths. You just let go for the moment. Nicely done, everyone. Come back up onto your hands and knees. Walk your knees back and move yourself gently to the floor. Hands under the forehead. Move your hips from side to side just to be able to get a nice release. Then lifting the head and shoulders. Keep your head up, press your elbows into the floor, and raise both legs. The feet are about hip width, maybe a little wider. Pointing the toes, feel the contraction down the back and into the glutes, the back body. If it's too much, you don't have to raise them so high. You can keep them low. You could also bring your head down, okay? If it's okay for you, let's stretch both arms diagonally out to the sides and hold, lifting your head, lifting your arms, lifting your legs, squeeze through the back legs. 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back down, forehead comes down. This time bend the knees and let's let the feet go from side to side with the knees bent. Letting go of the low back, letting go of the hips. Good. Next, bring your heels together, touching, toes out to the side. We've got parachute pose, elbows out to the sides, and you lift the head, chest, shoulders, and arms, as well as the knees. So it's like we just jumped out of the plane, and we're floating through the air, moving back down to earth. Hold it here. This is a very strong posture. As much as possible, get your knees up off the floor. 2, 1. Coming back down. Keep the knees bent, and again, let your legs, feet go from side to side. This also massages the quadriceps. Nicely done. Then, knees and feet hip width, flexing the feet, reach behind you, just touch the heels. Okay, no grabbing, just touch. Head, chest, shoulders come up, and the knees come up again. No grabbing, just hold. 3, you won't come up as high as in bow pose. 2, 1, come on back down. Hands under the shoulders, push up onto the hands and knees. Step your knees forward, and we'll bring them to the side, coming to a seated position. Good job, everyone. Nice. Let's grab behind the thighs and roll right down onto our backs. So 3 different bridge poses today. First one, hamstring bridge. Walk your feet out, knees slightly bent, the head is down. Raise the hips up, feel the contraction in the hamstrings. And we hold here and breathe. If you would like to go farther, if you find this easy, raise your right knee, then bring the leg back out. Raise the left knee, leg back out, heel on the floor, right knee, back out. The knees are just slightly bent. Left knee, heel back out. If you feel it's too much for the back, don't lift the knee. Right knee last time, left knee last time. Bring the hips back down. Whew. Lift your knees, grab behind the thighs, pull the knees towards the shoulders, rock a bit from side to side. Good job. Second bridge position, soles of the feet together, knees wide. This is the frog bridge. Press against the soles of the feet, keep your knees wide, arms again on the floor. Lift the hips up and you'll squeeze through the glutes. You're really engaging the glutes here. And we're going to press skyward a little bit higher, little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hips back down. Reset your feet for the classic bridge pose. Feet hip width, not too close to the hips. Elbows into the floor, fingers spread wide. Lift the chest a bit to squeeze the shoulder blades, and let's raise the hips. This is the half bridge pose. If You like to take full bridge and you've been regularly practicing full bridge, set your hands, come to the crown of your head and move up to full bridge. If not, you stay here in half bridge. Take some deep, slow breaths. You let the glutes and the quadriceps work in half bridge. Good job. From here, stretch your arms over your head. If you're in full bridge, take half bridge. Arms over the head for everyone. Lower the back one vertebra at a time until the back is all the way onto the floor. And once you're here, stretch your legs onto the floor. Take some deep, slow breaths here. Just let your back relax, your legs relax, shoulders, arms, feet and the hands. Now bring your legs closer. We're going to do some very strong ab work. If you have pain in your low back when you do these, you can do them with bent legs, or you can just stay at the first level. We've got 4 different levels. So the first level, reach nicely with your arms, take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, pull the belly in and lower the back towards the floor. So you get a retroversion of your hips. The hips curl and you pull the belly in as you breathe out. And again, we do that, breathing in. This is level 1. Breathing out, you pull the belly in. It's good core contraction, getting the low back towards the floor. Again, breathing in and breathing out, pulling inwards, low back towards the floor. Level 2, you breathe in, you pull the belly in, low back towards the floor, you raise your arms towards your right leg and you raise your right leg, keeping the shoulder blades on the floor. Breathe in, you raise your arms, head goes back down. Breathe out, left leg up, belly pulls in. Breathing in, same thing, this is level 2. Breathing out, right leg. Arms come up, right leg comes up. Breathing in, reaching, breathing out, left leg comes up, arms reach for the foot. Level 3, you can stay at level 1 or level 2. Breathing in, level 3, you raise the upper body along with the right leg. Breathing in, breathing out, left leg, raise the upper body. And again, breathing in, breathing out. This is level 3. You could stay at level 2 or even at level 1. Level 4, breathe in and raise both legs up onto your hips, upper body rises. Breathing in, reach behind you. Breathing out. If level 4 hurts your low back, you do one leg. If level 4 is too much, go back to level 3. If level 3 is too much, go back to level 2. And again, if level 2 is too much, go back to level 1. We have 2 more. Ready? Breathe in, reach. Breathe out, rise up. Last one. Breathe in, reach. Breathing out, rising up. Good job. Knees to chest onto your back and rock from side to side. Well done, everyone. That was good. That was tough. You can let your head turn to the left as the knees go to the right, and your head turns to the right as your knees go to the left. This gentle rocking. Good. One more time each side. Excellent. Bring your feet flat. Create curve in your back again. So the back does not touch the floor. The low back does not touch the floor. And raise your right leg. Grab behind the thigh and pull the thigh downwards towards the floor, so pulling downwards. Flex your foot, straighten your leg as much as possible, looking for the stretch only down the back of the leg. Some deep breaths here. Nicely done. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Raise both legs up towards the chest. Grab around your legs and pull the knees in towards the chest. You should be feeling it in the hip, the right hip, but not in the knee. The knee goes more towards the shoulder. Bringing the left foot back down to the floor. We're going to do an open twist today. So you let your legs go to the right. Your right thigh goes towards the floor. The right foot presses the left knee down. Reach your left arm out to the side, turn the head, and then reach your right arm over to touch the inner elbow of the left arm. Reaching across. So we're getting the shoulder stretched out as well as the pectoral. To release, just let the right foot slide off the left knee. Good. Raise your left knee first, right knee follows. Keep the low back curved and raise your left leg. Grab behind the thigh and pull downwards. So you root the thigh bone down into the hip socket. Flex your foot as much as possible, straightening the leg as much as possible. And we just breathe naturally here. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Raise both knees. The knees go towards the chest. Grab around the legs and pull them in. Taking deep, slow breaths, we hold. Good. The right foot comes down to the floor. Keep the legs crossed. Let your knees fall to the left. So it's an open twist. Left thigh comes towards the floor. Left ankle pushing on the right knee down. Right arm out to the side. And bring your left arm across you like you're going to touch the inner elbow. Deep breathing here. You're just letting go now. Final stretches. Good, very good. Let the left ankle fall off the right knee. One knee at a time, raise them back up again. Lifting up both knees, take a happy baby pose. So you can grab underneath the bottoms of the feet or around the ankles or even behind the thighs. Find a position which suits you. Turn your head from side to side to let go of the neck. Pull the knees nice and wide, opening wider than the shoulders. And then releasing this position, stretch one leg at a time onto your mat. Set your hands at your belly. Closing your eyes, Begin taking some deep, slow breaths, allowing yourself just to relax here and to let go. I just want to let you know that it's already 1:30. If you need to go, that's fine. We're going to do a short relaxation, just a few minutes.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Philip. Take care. Taking some deep, slow breaths. Allow your feet and your legs just to relax and let go. Hands and arms relaxing and completely letting go. Relax the chest and the tummy. The low back and the upper back. Relax the neck, throat, jaw, and allow your face to become completely smooth. No tension whatsoever. Give yourself a moment just to melt. Now, as we move the body, feel like each part of the body starts reforming itself. So reform your fingers, your hands. Start to move your fingers and your hands. Feel their shapes. Now the feet and the legs, start to move them and feel their shapes and their forms. Now reaching the arms over the head and stretch from your fingers to your toes. Feel your arms and your legs reforming in their natural shapes. Then bringing the knees up to the chest. Pull the knees against the chest and feel how the back reforms, the belly and reforms. Right arm to the right ear. Roll to your right hand side. Set your hands down and push into the earth to rise up to a seated position. Good. And we'll rub our hands together and then bring your hands over your face and feel how the face reforms, all of its beautiful curves and lines. Tap around the eyes, feel the flesh reforming, and shake out your hands. Let me do that again. Rub your hands together. Feel like you're sculpting your face a little bit. And tap around the eyes. And shake out. Good. Hands come to your heart center. Have a lovely afternoon, everyone, and a very nice end to your week. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. Great to see you all.